So basically, if it is related to an unconscious way of kind of dismissing information, uh, or consciously trying to escape a difficult situation. The difference here is, if you're consciously doing it, then you have still registered that information somewhere. If you're consciously doing it, you have registered the fact that it's a difficult situation for you. However, if you're doing it unconsciously, then you have dismissed the information in the very first go. You have dismissed it from your system. You have repressed it, and you have not let the information enter your consciousness. However, it doesn't denote the fact that it is not there in your psyche. It is very much there, so it is very much likely to affect you in the ways you might not even know. You will feel right, or rather you may go through certain nightmares, or you may feel frustrated for no reason. There may be several ways or expressions through which that dismissed information, or the information which is there in your unconscious mind, will show up in you. I mean, it will show up in your behavior, it will show up in the things that you go through. So that's why we say that unconsciously trying to dismiss information and not accepting something can have an unhealthy consequence on the person's psyche. So it is extremely important to accept. So that's what Sigmund Freud was mentioning about, that unconscious mind is a reservoir of information. So at certain points, whatever psychological disorders people go through, the reasons for those disorders can be found out in a person's unconscious mind, is what Sigmund Freud mentioned. So his focus was on the unconscious mind. So far I have spoken about Sigmund Freud's belief in the unconscious mind. He spoke about the importance of uncovering the unconscious mind of a person, and he used to make use of two major methods in trying to uncover. There was something called free association, and another thing called dream interpretation. So free association and dream interpretation. Free association is where the person, like the patient who used to come with complaints of a psychological disorder, would freely associate one thought with the other. I mean, like, the therapist never used to interrupt. He would keep associating one thing with the other, the patient, and through that the therapist used to make sure that he would get the kind of information he required. And dream interpretation is the fact that Freud mentioned that dreams were like a major source through which unconscious mind of a person could be found. He felt that whatever a person sees in their dreams is basically an expression of their unconscious mind. This is again something which Freud had mentioned. So apart from this, I have spoken about defense mechanisms, which are unhealthy, which are unconscious way of our ego, of protecting itself from any anxiety-provoking situation, is that they distort reality. In a defense mechanism, ego distorts reality for us to be able to deal with the situation. Other than that, in Sigmund Freud, of course, and also I mentioned about free association and dream interpretation. The only focus here is that Sigmund Freud's focus was on the unconscious mind, and the limitation of his theory is that it could not be scientifically proven, because whatever he used to say, Sigmund Freud, was based on case studies. He could never scientifically define his concepts. So that was a negative. Now the next theory which I will talk about is behaviorism, and I'll be posting a separate video for that. Behaviorism is another significant school of thought, behaviorism. So I'll be speaking about it.